Hey guys, it's Crazy Kiss here, and today we're going to do a little bit of a different video again, but this one is pretty much, I want to know what's the best map in your opinion. What is your favorite? And also, what would you like to see me do a Let's Play on? Which map? Because honestly, with this homestead update, I am really excited to get back into Ark and go ahead and do a Let's Play. But I personally could not pick a map, and I figured the best way to do is to ask the community, what would you guys like to see? And as a disclaimer, I probably will be doing a Primitive Plus playthrough, so I don't know if that determines what map you pick or whatever, but yeah, it's probably going to be Primitive Plus because that is my favorite game mode to play on. I find it a little more challenging and it just more exciting for me, if that makes any sense. So if you guys do like this video, go ahead, hit that like button, go ahead, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Don't forget to comment your choice at the end of this video or now. You don't really have to watch it, but I am going to do a small clip-by-clip video of the different maps and give like a small reason why I like that specific map and what I don't like about the maps. So we'll go ahead and get started. Now the first map, of course, is the island, and this map, honestly, I've played it so many times and for so long, but it really is a nice map. I do love the different areas, like the snow biome is just absolutely gorgeous, and just it's a good nostalgic map for me because I don't play on it anymore. I played it so much when I first started that now I just go back to just play with console commands and stuff. I don't really go on the map too much for actual gaming gameplay kind of let's play stuff. Like, I don't normally do that, but if it's something that you guys would like, I wouldn't mind. But I have played this map so much, and I've been actually really excited to play other maps. So moving on, we're going to move on to Scorched Earth. Now, I don't have a lot of experience on this map, but I have played it enough to say I really like it. I heard so much crap about this map, and it made me really not want to play it for a long time, but then I finally said, screw it, I'm going to try it out. And I went for it, and I am not disappointed whatsoever. I mean, yeah, the scenery is a little off because it's just mostly the same color. It's all sand and rocks, but I believe this map is one of the most interactive, and in that way, I'm talking about like the weather. There's 4 different kinds of weathers that you can bump into. Each one has their own challenge to deal with. Like, the place itself is hard enough to get started because you're dying of heat constantly. You're dying from all the different dangers like the saber-tooth, daeodons, terror birds, wolves, raptors. They're everywhere. But they're super heat. And in which case, everything just gets 10 times hotter. So if you're already in a really hot place, or if you don't have your fortitude built up enough, you're gonna struggle when superheat comes because it's gonna get real hot real fast. And yeah, it's quite crazy. The next one I'm going to talk about is the electrical storm. Now, I don't know much about this because, like I said, I do play Primitive Plus, so I normally don't have anything electrical to deal with. So I'm not sure what exactly it does, but I find it really crazy to look at. I love when it starts happening just to go outside in wherever I'm at and just start looking at the clouds and looking at all the lightning. I think it's really cool to look at. Another thing I want to talk about is the Sandstorm. Now this is quite the problem. I don't know if it's everybody's gameplay, but in mine it happened a lot. Like, I was in a sandstorm constantly, and it really just poses a problem if you're nowhere near a place to be protected because it just drains your stamina, so you're practically not moving anywhere quickly. So if you're not near your base, you're pretty much screwed. The last kind of weather is rain. Now, unlike the other ones, this one's welcomed, trust me. When you're on that map, constantly thirsty, barely any water to find, you want to be where the rain is, if that makes any sense. But yeah, no, the rain is absolutely wonderful at the right times, but it happens so rarely. But it is a sigh of relief when it does come. And also just the view of all the different bones everywhere and the ruins. I think the ruins on this map are quite impressive just with their designs because they're a lot a lot different in comparison to like the ruins of the island, where it's just a couple little sticks here and there, little pillars, whatever. But this one, like, there's designs to them, there's, you know, details. I love it. Moving on to the next map, we're going to talk about Aberration. Now, this map is absolutely gorgeous. No matter where you are, it's just super pleasing to the eye. Like, all the big crystals, the different types of environment you're in, no matter where you are. There's the mushroom, there's, especially like when you first start, the first spawn point is the portal. That alone is pretty crazy and quite amazing, at least for me. And then when you go deeper, how everything is so bioluminescent, I feel like I'm an Avatar or something, with all the glowing trees and all the dinosaurs glow. I love the look of this map. It's really just shocking no matter where you are. Especially like when where the rock drakes are and all that, the crazy look of the area with all the yellow. It's crazy. I do like the look of this map a lot. It's probably why I'm blabbling on about it, but I do like it. Next map, if we want to continue on, is Extinction. Now, this map I have played quite a lot on. I've been about everywhere you could possibly go. Story-wise, this map is amazing. I mean, I feel like it's a lot smaller, like feel-wise, than it was hyped up to be. So it was a bit of a disappointment, but the fact that there's still different biomes in different areas, considering where you are, because you're on planet Earth and, you know, it's a big wasteland now, it's hot, things can't really live there, but then there's the biomes, and each one has their own just appeal to it. Like the snow, I just love how snow looks in these games, or in this game. It looks really cool, and I really like the area. And then there's the desert area, which is kind of like the Scorched Earth area. It looks pretty cool as well, with the geysers and all that, and it's nice. And then there's the sunken forest, which is kind of like Aberration, like all over again. It's also a really nice area. It's just really nice with all the big crystals and whatnot. Then there's the city, where if you follow the story, it's a really like amazing place to be, just to see around and all that. And I do follow the story closely, so for me it was really awesome. And then also, of course, there's the corrupted forest. This place, not so awesome. This place creeped me out so bad, and I'm not exaggerating or trying to be dramatic. It really creeped me out. Between all the dangers there, like all the big corrupted dinos like the Giga and the T-Rex and the Wyverns, this place just really gave me chills. Like, it was really creepy to walk through. Yeah, it fuels nightmares for sure. Moving on, now we have the fan-made or modder-made maps. There's the center we're going to start off with. I heard also a lot of crap with this map, but I heard it was mostly due to meshing because of things like the floating island and all that. I love the way it looks. I have not played on it a lot. I've only played a little bit with my daughter on her profile on the PlayStation, but I've never traveled far enough to really appreciate it. And when I was doing clips for this, I was just taken aback. The scenery is really cool. And the fact that there's like an underground oasis area you could live, I feel like that was a really like creative take. I don't believe there's any other map other than, you know, the normal cave systems that have anything underground like that. And I thought that was pretty crazy and awesome. So that was something. And then, of course, you know, the lava island, I think it's called. Absolutely nuts. All the freaking danger everywhere. T-Rex non-stop spawning. Like, I went there to take clips, and there was never a moment I didn't see a T-Rex or hear one somewhere nearby. That was just, it was cool, though. And then the rock that has this weird face on it with, like, eyes that are freaking flames, and all the ruins everywhere, because I love my ruins in all these games. It was pretty crazy, definitely. Then, of course, there's Ragnarok. Ragnarok now, this is a place that has so much to look at, so much to do, so many places to go. There's all the different biomes that each have their own thing that makes them really awesome. Especially like in the desert, the bones are just crazy, and I love me some bones in my maps. I really do. And it sounds weird, but they look really cool, and they add a sense of, how would I say it, like danger in the area. Like, oh my god, these bones belong to something humongous, and now it's dead. What killed it? Of course, it's not exactly like that. It's just for looks, but I love it. I love bumping into a good pile of bones here and there. And also the ruins in this place. Oh my god, the ruins. Like, you have the one in the desert that's pretty much a gigantic palace, kind of looks like Egyptian style. Then there's like the castle, the big what is it, Pteranodon, I think it's supposed to be like Tyrannosaurus and dragon or something. That skeleton there, you know, that was a cool place. These are just landmarks that people know. Like the lighthouse was another place that was really nice. But the caves on this map, there's caves everywhere. Not all of them are like artifact like caves, like underground. You're going in to walk into a whole bunch of titan boas and spiders and centipedes. There's just normal caves as well, like just stuff that's something you find it and you're like, oh wow, look at this place. You know, a lot of them are hidden. Some of them are kind of noticeable, but each one has their own thing that makes them pretty freaking cool to find. And this map alone, like up to the swamp was cool. And trust me, I didn't want to be near the swamp, but I went near there just to check it out. And just the whole design of it, how there's a lot of flat ground and it's off like in the ocean kind of, in like its own little island. I thought all that was pretty creative and impressive. I really liked the design of it, how it's different from most maps. Like, it's not just another map with another swamp. It's got its own little appeals as well. And there's also the Wyvern Trench. That's still another place every time I go, I'm like, wow, this place looks cool. Every freaking time I go there. And of course the active volcano as well. You know, it's not something I'm excited too much about because, you know, lava, death, but it's still really cool to look at, especially when it goes off and the little rivers, or not rivers, but I guess you could say rivers of lava start popping up everywhere. It's really cool. I really like this map as well. I have played on it quite a bit. I've traveled around on it, so I kind of know the here and there of some things, like don't go in the highlands, especially when you're just starting out. That's something I learned the hard way, if I must say so and be honest. But yeah, that's pretty much all the maps. I mean, there's not really else much to talk about for each one. They're all really cool in their own way. They all have their own thing that separates them from other maps. I really want to play Scorched Earth and Aberration. Those two are something that I have the least experience on, other than the center, of course. But those two I have the least experience on, and they both seem to be quite hard, quite challenging, and that's one of the main things I like about this game, is just the kinds of challenges. They're not all the same. Some are environmental, like in Scorched Earth, and some are definitely just from the dinosaurs, like the Reavers, or I think that's what they're pronounced as, Reavers, and then the Reaper Queens and Kings. Like, oh man, the Nameless, those are crazy looking as well. Just everything is just really cool on all of these maps, and I can't really personally choose one over the other. So I want to use this video as a, hey, help me out here. Let me know what you want to see. Which one's your favorite map? Also, if you pick a map that's not your favorite, I still want to know what's your favorite map, because I have so many opinions on each one that I don't have a favorite. So if you manage to pick a favorite, I would love to know which one, just to see what everyone, like their own liking, what they like and all that. Now to quit with the blabbering, because now I'm just going on and on, please like, subscribe, so if you do pick a place for me to go, you'll be able to know when I do them and get to watch them with me, or as I do them, or whatever. And go ahead and comment. You gotta comment to let me know which one, though. That way I can get started. I am not experienced with the game as much as I should be because of how long I've played, but I'm sure I could make content that would be somewhat entertaining. I mean, my fails are probably going to be numerous, so maybe that'll be enough just to come on and be like, wow, look at this idiot, and laugh at me. That'll be just as well. That'll be fine. I can deal with people doing that. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you guys for watching this. Thank you guys for participating if you do end up commenting. And yeah, stay crazy.